Microphone's kind of.
Okay, so we got our fancy microphone. Oh,
Oh,
oh.
oh. Wait, wait, wait. Oh,
Oh,
okay. Oh,
oh,
oh.
oh.
Okay, so like it kind of tracks your face, but also,
Yeah. But do we want to blur the background or we don't
I
maybe
mean, like
we
it's not
don't
exactly like they're gonna
yeah.
be able to find.
So I think it'll be distracting if
Yeah, if we like,
you got enough room there.
uh,
Let's
yeah, like the camera's getting kind of.
squeeze over here. There you go.
There we go. There we go.
Okay. There
Uh, Gosh. This is what our subscribers really are here for. Just
we
the
go.
two people trying to figure out what the hell kind of lighting we have, like our six different lighting.
Yeah, no, I still feel like I need a
Yeah.
lighting 101 and
Yeah.
most of that.
Uh,
Yeah.
and we're back.
And we're back with a bigger microphone
And
and
right, and actually in the same room again, you
back
know?
in the same room
Yeah.
again.
Actually, I would say this is more of a guest star.
Yeah, guest star,
Yeah.
microphone guest star.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're here today to talk about season two of Fallout.
Yeah.
Uh,
Episode two.
Starting with yeah, sorry, episode we're back
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about Fallout
Yeah.
season two.
Episode two.
Episode two, yeah. So great show.
Yeah.
really love it. Obviously,
Hmm.
lots of plot, lots of unraveling of history back and forth, right?
All right.
And yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, so as a non-Fallout nerd, this show's really fun. It's like
Mhm.
really interesting. There's like things that you don't fully understand, but you know, you're learning through it. As a Fallout nerd, whoa. Gosh, there's so much to say. Let's start at the beginning. So, we in the beginning of the show, we get to see Shady Sands, the home of the NCR.
Right. It really tells not necessarily the whole story, but it shows you the end, right? Like
Yeah, yeah, like we saw we've seen the end of
and kind
civilization
around
twice in this
and
show.
kind of around Maximus that he's a survivor.
Yeah, yeah, we saw Shady Sands in its prime. Like, sure,
Mhm.
it's still in the ruins of a once great city, but it's getting better. Like, there's farms, there's public libraries, there's
Well,
someone can run to get a
community and
yeah, yeah, every
safety
yeah,
and
and
all that.
there's soldiers that like are still around marching streets.
Yeah.
So thriving community, all thanks to a new discovery of pure like unradiated water.
Right. It starts with that,
Yeah.
right? That
And then we see a soldier kind of like with this, big like pack and cart, saying the same line, patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for nuclear winter over and over again, which is really funny because that's one of the lines w so NPCs in the fall in New Vegas, depending on their factions or groups, would have a set amount of lines that they could just repeat over and over again. Like they would switch in between, but some lines they'd constantly repeat.
yeah,
And that line is
is one of
something.
them.
So it's really funny to see this guy would just walk into Shady Sands and just repeat that over and over again. We discovered that not only does he have a uh like Vault-Tec microchip on
Oh
his
yeah,
neck,
he's got one of those controllers,
but
right?
that he has a nuclear device that he
Right.
brings into town.
Yeah.
Maximus's father sees this, gets his kid, puts him in a
Well,
milk.
tries to diffuse it.
Yeah, tries to defuse it, but it
Then
fail-safe
yeah,
activates. He
yeah.
gets his kid into a milk like
A
a
fridge.
little fridge. He says like
Yeah.
be a good kid and grow up to be a great man,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
We love you. And he gets him in there very like Indiana Jones style, survives in a nuclear in a fridge, you know. And then the nuke goes off, and then that's that scene where we see this city coming back from the brink, destroyed again,
Hmm.
to juxtaposed to the next scene of Cooper Howard washing his hands and like wiping the drips of water off. Like he's cleaned his hands
Right.
and then goes to read his daughter a bedtime story. Like he
Yeah.
didn't just end the civilization.
Yeah. And Killer Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. No, and yeah, no, yeah. So I mean, he's obviously not a great guy.
No, I think
He,
he's far past the great and entered. Just because you're doing stuff for your family doesn't mean it forgives all the crimes
mhm,
you've committed.
yeah. Uh,
Which is really annoying because we get to see him having so much fun with like his yo-yo, his little go-kart thing,
right.
and like
Well,
going back and forth to get a
yeah,
mouse.
there's that whatever you call it. That's like a almost like no, it's not. If absurdist is the right word, but he's driving, playing yo-yo casually. Well, well, sorry. So we see him like, first off, he goes to Vault Tech. He looks, finds all, he's talking to someone,
Yeah.
right? Saying, "Hey, I've woken up. I've come back. I'm
Mhm.
activated. I'm gonna finish what we started."
And this time you'll see that I'm truly amazing or something.
Yeah, so he's doing whatever he thinks his mission is. He's testing
Control
the
chip.
control chips on mice and blowing them up, casually blowing them up.
Right.
For some reason, he doesn't get
He
more than one. He gets one
no,
at a
no,
time.
one at a time, and he doesn't do anything different. He just keeps on doing the same thing. He
Right.
tries to get them not to eat the small bowl of cheese in the box, but to go on to the miniature size, but what looks to be actually active, like miniature human, like terminal computer thing.
Hmm.
He almost does it sometimes, but they keep on blowing up.
Yeah.
And then he decides to move on up and takes one of the like ultra premium vault people that like have been stored until like everyone wakes up and puts one on his neck and like he goes on talks about like so I see that you didn't save your family.
Right.
Family is very important to me and then like has his head blow up off screen.
Right.
So like it's really funny to see this and dark as well.
Yeah, anyways, the way that this is written is that it's not like there's a vaguely clear plot line here, right? Like there's so
Yeah.
much
So many
s-
plots.
and things as a game player you may understand some of them or know who
Hmm.
people are, but at the same time like you don't know kind of where what's happened in the time since the end of the game
Yeah.
and what's going on obviously um
Hmm.
yeah like there's all these different plots but they're seem
Right.
to be converging somewhat you've got the his what's his name is sorry
Uh,
his name is Howard.
Howard, yeah.
Howard.
So his
So you've got Howard's
son,
son who's like locked in with all Bud's buds
mhm,
and opens them all up and all of a
yeah,
sudden realizes he's got all these everyone starts freaking out and stuff
right.
and then he finally can
He lies to them, tells them
yeah
like I'm actually, Bud's chosen leader. He died. Really sad, but you have to follow me because I know what we should do.
well yeah
Or like he fibs his way. He
he but so he finally kind of gets them going in a straight line right to
mhm.
try and get out but that's almost kind of like a comedy
Right.
section there, right?
Yeah, like one lady wakes up like she can't see anything, almost like the Star Wars Han Solo. I
yeah, and
like
everyone is like panicking, and then they
yeah.
want to get back in, and just it's just kind of that part's kind of comedy,
Mhm.
and then you got Maximus,
Maximus
who's really getting
into the
pretty committed to terrorizing and conquering, right?
I, I would
I mean, at least
sort of. I think
outwardly, right?
yeah, Maximus is definitely like taking on his role as the sword of like
Right,
of this part of the chapter of the Brotherhood. He like he doesn't have any emotion as he like guns down a bunch of ghouls
right.
and takes a key. And thanks to cold fusion, that thing we saw at the end of the season,
Hmm.
the the Brotherhood now has a limitless energy source,
Right.
one that they use
Yeah.
to get back Area 51 with these cool turbines that we actually see in Fallout New Vegas that they use this to remove the sand off Area 51 and there's
Right.
these funny gags of like we see these like an alien ship covered with like a tarp and a fridge with an alien inside of it, and the guys just push the alien out because they're so enamored by not the alien but the fridge, and it's
Yeah,
cold.
yeah,
Or the numbskull like guys in power armor who are playing hacky sack with a live grenade
yeah.
and blow up a pristine car.
That's the other thing. Like if we think of all of the different plot lines that are happening,
Yeah, there's
right?
just so much to
And
talk
but
about.
that the Brotherhood, the main Brotherhood plot line is that they go to Area 51, which is kind of like humorous in itself,
Yeah,
right? And they find, all these aliens and
and
alien tech
technology. Yeah,
and
just
and that
technology in general. Yeah,
and that stuff, that's kind of like what's going on there. But that then they also have a meeting, right,
right.
of the different of the kind of like the
Yeah, a
West
few.
Coast
Yeah,
Brotherhood,
yeah. You've
and they
got
specifically don't invite the Massachusetts,
yeah,
whatever it is,
the Commonwealth.
the
Yeah,
Commonwealth Brotherhood,
yeah,
who inevitably shows up at the end of the episode, right?
yeah,
Kind
yeah,
of, and so he's trying to bring them on
yeah.
side. The your point about the power is that he's showing them that they've got
Yeah,
all this power, like they can now take on the
the
Commonwealth
yeah.
because they've got this power,
So
right?
like the fun thing is that these other chapters of the Brotherhood we've never seen before. There's never
Right.
been any lore about them. So the
Oh,
fact
I
that
see.
these new guys who seem to be like strong but not as strong, but like
Hmm.
if they all follow Maximus's chapter, if they all get in line and reap the benefits of infinite energy,
Yeah,
then they will be able to be super strong and possibly together, only together, take on the Commonwealth,
yeah,
who seem to be really powerful with like how scared they talk about that
right.
group. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
and as someone who has played Fallout 4, one of the endings with the Brotherhood in the Boston area, they can get really strong. There's a lot of lost technologies and resources there that can
yeah.
allow
They
them to
seem
get
to be, yeah. Well,
powerful.
now they got Area 51. They seem to be, and this limitless power. They
Yeah,
seem to be
trying
super
to,
focused on the
yeah,
tech, that
yeah.
sort of stuff, right?
And it's interesting as well because one of the things that one of the guys say, like, he's breaking the chain of command, and like another guy's like, the codex says you shouldn't do this, but I guess we can be a little, bending the rules a bit,
Right.
which obviously the rule is basically that like, you have to follow your leaders or your elders or like the most powerful group.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
the fact that like they can only do this and break all these rules because they're scared of how powerful these guys are is interesting to me.
yeah, yeah,
So, like they all come together, they're all enamored by the fact that like he brings out these fusion cores, these really exceptionally rare and powerful things that they need to power things like power armor, and he's just able to give them all away like it's nothing.
yeah.
Enamors them to like, I guess we have to join.
Right. Hey, so we were calling Coop Howard is the cowboy,
Yeah,
right?
the cowboy. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
but
cowboy
that's not who that we were talking Howard
father.
as the father.
Yeah, the
That's
evil.
that's
Oh,
not Coop Howard. It's not the same guy.
interesting.
No, no.
Well, then
It's
we've goofed it a bit.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
evil father,
y-
that's a different yeah.
Yeah.
But the evil father, and then there's the ghoul, which we haven't follow through. We haven't talked about what happens with the ghoul and Lucy, but we'll get there in a minute. But yeah, it's just really cool to me the fact that like all these guys are talking in secret almost, or like they've all got their blimps things and like they're coming in and like we've got a we've got a Hank
Hank
McClane.
McClain.
So like we've got to work. We will only be able to work together and defeat them. And then the Commonwealth comes in like, hey, so I hear we're having a little civil war. I guess I wasn't invited. And
Right.
like he walks in on Maximus having killed a guy like almost a torso taller than him. He's like, huh, interesting. Like he's not like horrified. He's like, wow, that's something. So that's really funny to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot, there's definitely a lot of humor throughout
Yeah,
it,
dark
and then
dark humor. Sorry to interrupt you again. Whenever I saw those two Brotherhood guys playing with the grenade, like I genuinely thought
yeah,
like, oh, it's gonna be a thing where like they accidentally kill these guys, and then like the leader's like, I guess I am now the leader. But like it wasn't that, but like you're
yeah.
just waiting
I
for
thought for some reason I thought they were gonna kill the other
it.
contestant or something. But
Uh,
and then there's also the whole plot line
with
with Coop Howard, the real Coop Howard,
yeah, yeah, the
uh,
cowboy,
and
Lucy.
Lucy,
Yeah,
and then they come, like their big thing was like fighting the rat,
Rad Scorpion.
rad or rat,
Rad,
rad.
like radiation, rad
Oh, rad
scorpion. A lot of
scorpions.
stuff is
Oh,
like, rad this, rad
I got
that.
you. I thought it was rad scorpions, who were not too much fun,
No, no,
clearly.
the smallest one was like one of those face huggers from Alien, where like it's this
Right.
huge thing. And then the bigger thing comes in, which
Yeah.
is the size of like a car
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like just casually eats one of its young or something.
Right. But that also sets up, like after that, then they find
The slave.
the slave, like where they
Yeah,
so
so
so so in
Cooper and Lucy are walking, and like Lucy's lecturing him on being moral and like
mhm.
talking about like the
Well,
three
they
spirits of
kind of have a
Christmas and
they then
stuff.
yeah, that's right. They end up having a schism, right?
Yeah,
Over she wants to save this person,
yeah,
and Coop
like
is like, why bother?
right.
Or it's going to be danger. Or,
Yeah, so let me add a bit more to that. So they enter a hospital because like Lucy hears screams. She's like, I've got to save them because it's a right. And like he's like, God, don't do this. And like she runs off. He's like, okay. And then like they pass by this like hospital that like is like a for profit or something. They enter in and they discover these two slaves. One woman who's like got this big this like these blank clothes like this like hat like hat wrapping in like this
Mhm.
almost like sack like
Well, it's like
clothing.
Roman, it's like biblical times
Yeah,
clothing or
yeah. And
whatever.
like she's got this big red X on her.
Yeah.
And then, Lucy's trying to help her, and the ghoul sees this other guy, and he's like, "Oh, let me help you." He sticks his arm out and then kills him,
Hmm.
and then eats part of him
Right.
before spitting him out because, like, oh, this is rat like poisoned or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, it's interesting because those guys are part of Caesar's Legion. And it's interesting because so we see the woman, and women in Caesar's Legion are if your tribe is defeated or something, if you're a man, then there's a chance you'll be turned into a warrior or maybe slave. If you're a woman, you are property.
Right.
You are only useful to carry items and make more babies. They don't like the woman even says like, like I hope, they don't do anything bad to you. And like while
Right.
she's walking, she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh God." And like Cooper Howard and the woman Cooper Howard uses the woman who's been injured to take like a rad scorpion sting like twice before he gets stung. And like Lucy's like, "Oh God, who do I save?" And then
Yeah.
saves the woman. And
Yeah.
like and then she goes,
So,
"Don't worry about him. He'll be fine. He deserves this."
right, right. Well, and it's just interesting that like she's willing, even though I don't know, it seems like he's helping her.
Yeah,
She's
she
willing to like put that whatever
she
the
leaves him
discard
behind.
because she doesn't think he's very nice,
Yeah, she is true. He is not a good person,
Yeah.
but he's also wise in a rough
And
and
they seem
tumble
and they
way.
seem to be able to get along kind of, right?
Yeah, like
Like
they've helped
he
each
doesn't
other.
want to attack her, so that's a one friend you got.
Yeah, like and yeah, she was kind of stupid for just leaving behind. Like
Well, clearly because she ends up, where we
being
last see,
surrounded
yeah, where we
by
last see her is
yeah,
that
she's in trouble.
walked into
Yeah.
perhaps Caesar's legions or
Yeah,
something,
so
right?
she's walking with the slave. She's chatting with her and like trying to get more information. She's like, I really hope you don't get assaulted by these monsters.
Hmm.
Lucy looks up and sees a bunch of guys in red and with like, torches. looks down to her friend, and she's gone.
Yeah.
Then as she's
Well, it's not her
walking,
friend.
but
She's the
yeah,
person she just saved.
yeah. And while she's walking again, she stumbles upon this like ruined like town or something with this big bull in like iconography, Caesar's Legion. Looks confused, and then she's surrounded by men wearing like animal heads and skins with like dog heads on pikes, like surrounding her. And she's like, just to let you all be aware, I'm really nice. Which
Yeah.
again, Lucy, you left your friend in the hospital in the place where, there's probably a lot of medical supplies, especially because this is Fallout and a lot of it's advanced. So, like, you shouldn't have been a bit boneheaded, like, or should have gone off your high horse and realized that, hey, you do need this guy because, like, he's an asshole, but he's a smart asshole. He,
Well, and he's not attacking you, right? That's
yeah,
the main thing, right? Like
he
he
knows how to get everyone out of a tough situation. And sure, he does
yeah.
things that are terrible, but like,
And the whole point is that like the whole world there is pretty shit, right?
yeah.
So
So like,
like
if you're dealing with a kind of possibly cannibal, 200-year-old ghoul who has survived,
yeah.
you want to stick with him. Sure,
Yeah.
it was a wise decision to give that to the slave, that Stimpack, but you should have stuck around and helped your guy because you need him.
Yeah, like you had a partner, right? Like regardless of anyways, it just seems to put her
Yeah.
in danger, weakens her. Like, it's not a world that you can walk around without being willing to shoot or stab somebody, or
No, no,
maybe shoot first person and stab
you
second,
you you were either surviving in a settlement where you're worried about raiders, or you are outside of that place and probably a raider.
Yeah.
Because life out there is not safe,
Yeah.
especially when the big powers are
Yeah.
either dead or enslavers.
Right. So that would seem to be a mistake, right? Although she also did leave Maximus. I'm not exactly sure why, if she thought he was dead, or you know what I mean? Like she
Yeah,
seems to be willing to move on
I I
when
think yeah, her plan is that she needs to get her father,
right.
because obviously he knows a lot of things and is in danger. I'm assuming that she's like, I have to leave him. I have to leave Maximus. He'll be fine, even though she probably should have checked on him because like I either stay with Maximus or I go with the ghoul and we get my dad.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but like Maximus is a bit like thinking about her. Definitely, she's
Right.
like,
So where's it going? She's made a kind of a tactical error because now she's gotten, it would appear, captured.
mm-hmm,
The Coop the cowboy is on his own, which is not necessarily terrible for him because he's
mm-hmm,
used to that kind of thing. But we'll have to see, where he goes.
yeah.
There's going to be some kind of civil war or not,
I
right? There'll
think
be
a civil war,
some kind of, we'll see what happens there with the
brotherhood,
Brotherhood
and all their different chapters.
and all their different chapters.
And
And
with Norm,
yeah,
Lucy's brother, like what's
right.
gonna happen with him?
And he's more like, yeah, on. Oh,
He's
well, we didn't talk. He saw the ocean for the first time. He
right, yeah,
came up to the surface for the first time.
right.
So it'll be interesting to see kind of now,
That
what happens to him.
yeah,
Like he's escaped essentially,
yeah.
right?
He's
Like
gone out. Maybe he's gonna
maybe
go
he's
back, like loop around back to the vault.
right.
But it is that's the point. Like this Norm is what I would say kind of a coward. Like he's not that outgoing, but he's
Mhm.
still, trying his best.
Yeah,
But yeah, he was born in the vaults. The people he's leading were not. They were born before it and have been frozen for
right.
200 plus
So they're
years.
not shocked by what they
Well,
see.
yeah, they are definitely shocked because the world is definitely changed, but like they know what the ocean and the sky is like. But
Right.
not Norm.
Yeah.
He's like, what is this? What
Yeah.
is that? Like,
Yeah.
and it's just really interesting to see all that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, any predictions for episode 3 here? Anything you're keeping your eye on?
Oh God, I'm just excited. I'm excited to see what happens with Lucy and the
Yeah.
Legion, who seems to have moved on from where they were the last time we saw them and are now camping somewhere else, due to the like end credits. I'm excited to see what happens with the ghoul. What's he gonna do? What's gonna happen with the Brotherhood
And
chapters?
what's
Yeah,
really going on with
yeah.
Maximus kind of
What?
as he rises to power,
Yeah,
right?
what's gonna happen with Norm? And I
Yeah.
definitely want to see more flashbacks.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
great. Well, I'm super excited for
Mm-hmm.
episode 3. Loving the series.
Yep.
And
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully our microphone has picked all of this up.
yeah, are we keeping you up there?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I'm just so excited that like
Yeah. Yeah, it's an
man,
excitement yawn, eh?
sound
Yeah.
like yawn.
Yeah. All righty.
Ah,
Well, there you go.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
till we see you again,
Until you keep on leaving those comments, you're subscribing and watching our
subscribing.
videos.
Yep. And we're gonna do an episode on
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things coming up
Yeah,
next. So,
coming up next.
we'll see you soon
Until we meet again.
till we meet again.